Okay, when it comes to blind Let's Plays, I usually, no pun intended, turn a blind eye to them. Reason being is because when I watch a Let's Play, I usually watch because I want some kind of walkthrough to be happening. That was until I encountered two people on YouTube who made them quite exciting to watch. The first one is fairly popular, Darksydephil. He does new games and everything like that. I really don't think I have to go into what he does, as he is very well known on YouTube. In fact, he does that for a job now. But there is one in particular who did two blind Let's Plays, in one of them being in progress, and actually kept me entertained. And that's who you're watching right now, Splitable Infinitive, who I'm just going to be calling probably just Split or whatever, because I cannot say or Splitable or whatever. That's what I'm going to be calling her. It's a female Let's Player, yes, and a very good one, might I add. So let's go into the review. This is her debut. It's Chrono Trigger. She did this blind, and for a debut Let's Play, it's actually really, really good. It's a hell of a lot better than mine. It's better than even H.C. Bailey's. It's better than some of the more popular LPers even. Given that, this debut took place in mid-2010, she kind of had, I don't want to say help, but she had, she had the guidance, I guess, to watch a good amount of Let's Plays before deciding, exactly how to do one. So, but she used the tools at her disposal really well. So, kudos to her on that for making a really good debut, which, I mean, you can't watch it as a walkthrough, which I'm going to go into later on, but if you want to watch something and have fun watching it, it does its job. So that's really good, especially for a blind LP. What else is there? Earthbound is another one. She is currently doing this, and with so many LPs of Earthbound being around, I don't really think it would be a good idea to do it blind, but once again, Splitable blew me away and continues to blow me away with some really silly commentary, just a really entertaining playthrough. And this continues to be entertaining, and she does have a rule, don't post spoilers or anything like that, but if she gets stuck, she'll like welcome help via comments. That recently happened to her during one of the boss fights. So, and that's really cool when someone does a blind LP. Usually when someone does a blind LP of a game this old, a game about 15 years old, I'll notice two things, because I have watched blind LPs before, and I've gotten mad watching them. Because, one, I've seen so many, blocked comments. The only comments would be like, LOL, you failed, haha, or some other thing like that. Probably because the Let's Play host doesn't know what they're doing, and they want to continue not knowing what they're doing so that they can make their blind LP suck even more. Splitable doesn't do that. If she's stuck and someone, says, hey, you should do this, she'll welcome it, which is really good. There's another LP of hers, which I'm going to go into later. So, who does she sound like? She said that NCS, NintendoCapriSun, is one of her, influences. That's true. She does kind of sound like a female version of a NCS, but I think she more reminds me of Darksydephil, for the simple fact that two of her 3 recurring Let's Plays are blind, and almost completely blind too, and they also have, just silly commentary, and she does get frustrated at times and whatever. She does do some editing, but not nearly as much as the typical Let's Player, so that's also one thing. Most all of her commentary is live, which is very good. There's a couple videos that do have post commentary, but I'm going to go over that later on. She doesn't have a best or worst LP yet because there's only a few to draw from. I mean, I will take Earthbound into consideration, and I will say that her playthrough of Earthbound is better than most all of the other ones. So I guess you could call Earthbound being her best LP, but there's only 3 to draw from. Splitable is very new, so there's nothing much to judge. I'll go over everything else later, but this is her first actual Let's Play, which is Paper Mario. This one isn't blind. Or, I mean, at least it doesn't appear blind, because she will, at times in this playthrough, she will tell the viewer, like, what to do, like, and explain some things or whatever. It's not as in-depth as an H.C. Bailey or Chuka Conroy playthrough, but this is where she sounds like NCS, because NCS will also do a walkthrough, but not really. He's more demonstrative. Same with Splitable. She doesn't, go into great detail when explaining the game. She would rather, have really silly commentary and just let the game do the talking, let the video do the talking. So when it comes to informational content, I'm gonna have to give her probably a 6, right above average. At least she isn't doing nothing. I mean, whatever. But her actual commentary, the entertainment value, I give an 8 out of 10. It's really good. It's really funny. There's very few parts where she bores you and whatever. Paper Mario does have some post commentary, which I really don't care for, but I mean, it's not like it's only like four or five videos in a row, and then the other ones are still live. So whatever. Video quality, it's 7 out of 10. There's no problems really. Not high def or anything really cool like that, but for games like Earthbound, Chrono Trigger, and Paper Mario, stuff that's been out for about 10 years, you don't really need that. I mean, they're 16-bit, 32-bit, and 32-bit games. I mean, and there's a new category I'm making up called Nomenclature of Episodes. If an LPer decides to assign an episode name, I'll judge on how creative it is. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Sometimes it's pretty funny, but some other times it's just whatever. But I don't know, whatever. So Splitable Infinitive, I would give overall as a new Let's Player probably an 8 out of 10. It's really good stuff. Look forward to her other playthroughs in the future. I subbed as soon as I saw like 3 or so videos. I was originally gonna do a Retsupre, but I couldn't because it was so damn good. So instead I subbed. So there you go. Yeah, that's it for my review of Splitable Infinitive. Go check out her work, sub to her work, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.